I first learned about this on Tariq's page, and he talked about Taraji P. Henson. And Tariq comes with the receipts every chance he gets, which is damn near all day, every day. Especially if you follow him on Twitter, you'll know what I'm talking. But he mentioned Taraji P. Henson's name, and I'm like, uh-oh, what did she do? Because I fear for the worst. But actually, it's actually a good thing. So we all know that Tariq's hashtag first them is gaining a lot, and I do mean a lot of steam and buzz and popularity on social media, especially on Twitter. Now, according to what I'm reading, and it's not even an article based what I'm reading, it's basically stuff I'm seeing on Twitter. Taraji P. Henson did an Instagram story on her Instagram page when she was talking about people muting R. Kelly. Well, she came out and also said, well, if we're going to mute R. Kelly, then we need to go ahead and mute Harvey Weinstein. So basically, she's coming on with the cusp of the first them train and without actually saying it. And that's basically what the first them is all about. It's not denouncing, not so much denouncing, but casting aside what's going on with people like R. Kelly. But it's also bringing to the forefront about white people who do the same exact thing but do not get the same kind of pushback from mainstream media or even the public. And if y'all can hear that outside, that's just a helicopter just flying over. It's most likely something related to 45. When you live close to the White House, I've come to hear that quite often. It's like 1990s Compton over here now. But anyway, uh she was right to ask those questions. And man, when she said that, Twitter, or as they call them, blue check Twitter, and those annoying flightless birds got together in their nest and decided to henpeck or try to pick apart what she was actually saying. Like, you have people on here who are just these brain dead Negroes who are the same type of ones that I talked about in my previous video with mainstream media mind trickery, coupled along with some black people who are probably in the gay community, tried to literally come for her neck when she was saying, well, if you're going to mute R. Kelly, then you got to mute Harvey Weinstein. I even saw one flightless bird had the nerve to say, how are we gonna mute Harvey Weinstein? He doesn't make any music. He makes movies. How do you mute someone who makes movies? I saw that. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. Somebody actually tweeted something like that. Well, how about this? Not watch any movies that was made by Harvey Weinstein. All you got to do is look it up and you'll find a list of movies. And I'm very sure many of us have watched movies that were made through the Harvey Weinstein Company. If I'm not mistaken, believe it or not, Fruitvale Station was one of them. Yes, Fruitvale Station, the same movie that Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan made together back in 2013, was pushed out by the Weinstein Company. I bet many of you probably didn't know that. And a host of others, because what that company did, it took independent films and pushed them out there to the mainstream. And it was always a thing that any movie that got pushed by the Weinstein Company was most likely going to get an Oscar nomination. And what's so crazy is a lot of the times that was true. Unfortunately, Fruitvale Station wasn't one of them, even though it was well deserving of one because of how great the movie was and how much praise it received when it came out. But back to this. Taraji was not wrong in asking that question. She wasn't. Because, like I said, if you're going to come after all these, because she's basically seeing now what many of us are seeing, that this Me Too is mostly coming after black men who are prominent figures. And then you have people say, well, technically Harvey Weinstein is losing because he's on trial now. Well, if y'all were following any of the goddamn trials, you would know that he's managing to beat most of them, all of them, to be quite honest, or they're getting tossed out. He's not losing anything right now. Then they'll say, oh, he's losing he lost his company and all types of stuff. I looked up Harvey Weinstein's net worth. His net worth is like $400 million. How much is he really losing? And who knows, he probably has some back deals that we don't know about. So what? He lost his company. I'm sure he's made other solid investments and not just that one. See, some people don't know how to fucking think, and it pisses me off. That's one major flaw that we in the black society do not have a grasp on. Not all of us, but as a collective, many of us don't think past the surface. So now people on there saying, I'm going to that typical language. I'm going to cancel Taraji. I'm going to cancel Taraji. You know, Taraji, she got a new movie coming out in February called What Men Want, which I'm not really checking for it because it's really a spinoff of that movie What Women Want that came out with Mel Gibson back in 2000. So I'm not really checking for it, but you know, it is what it is. Congratulations to her and everyone who worked on the film, because I think Will Packer made that movie. Now that's a brother right there that should get more credit than he gets. Will Packer, who I'm sure many of us have seen a lot of his movies. I don't have to go through the list. But yeah, like they jumped down her throat because she asked a simple question and they automatically accused her of defending R. Kelly. So let me get this straight. If we question what these white predators do and we compare it to what black people are going through right now, such as R. Kelly, we're automatically defending R. Kelly based on what some of these blue check Negroes are saying. Like y'all don't if y'all don't believe me, go on the Twitter. If you have a Twitter account, go to Twitter and type her name in and look at some of the shit that people are saying. And none of it makes sense. None of it. I don't know if it's me like really agreeing with what she said, or maybe it's because she's a DMV native like I am. Yes, Taraji P. Henson is from Oxon Hill. Well, I think she was born in DC, lived in DC, and went to Oxon Hill High School. But it's something like that. But she's from the DMV. Let's put it that way. Anyone who knows or can hear her talk, that DMV accent, that DC Maryland accent comes out every time. In everything that she does. She can't really suppress it that well. But I agree with what she said. And it's the thing of the matter is, and I'm seeing, and this is something else that I've noticed too. Whenever a topic like this of this discussion comes up, it's one thing when myself as a black man or other black men say something like this and they almost expect it. But when a black woman says it, it always catches them by surprise. Always. Because they automatically think that they're always going to be on their side. But man, when I'm looking through them comments and the stuff that they're saying, they are out there campaigning hard like they are passing out free biscuits with extra honey and butter from Popeyes because of what she said. You would have thought that she said, you know what? I completely defend R. Kelly. He did nothing wrong. He's completely innocent. Why can't we just move on with our lives? They act like that's what she said. She didn't even say that. That's the same way. The way that they came at Taraji is the same way they came at Erykah Badu just a couple days ago when Erykah said she was going to pray for him. And to the people in the comment section, y'all made a very good point. It's interesting that people got mad at Erykah said she was going to pray for R. Kelly and hope that he gets help. And they got mad at her for saying that. But you had black people who automatically jump out at the fence, not the fence, but out, right straight out the gate to not defend, but to pray for white people like Dylan Roof, who just slaughtered 9 black people in a church back in 2015, the day after he did it. So you mean to tell me you're going to forgive your enemy who just going around just killing your own or killing you, but you are mad because she said she's going to pray for R. Kelly and his mental health? Oh, I see y'all. Them feathers is showing. And so the thing is, they don't expect people to call shit like that out. It knocks them back a peg. Because a lot of people love to do a lot of fucking grandstanding all over social media and got no goddamn leg to stand on. Wrong is 2 left feet and wearing ugly fucking shoes. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments about this. Like, share, subscribe. The links will be in the description. I will talk to you in the next one.